Good morning, friends, and welcome to Create Your Own Cozy. My name is Heather, and I am having a hard time getting started this morning. So what I've decided to do, Monday is laundry day, and I'm not feeling it today, so I just made a deal with myself that if I got to do something fun, like make stuff in between the loads of laundry, like while I'm waiting for paint to dry, I go fold some laundry, then maybe that would get me motivated. Also, for Christmas, I got a Cricut maker, and then for my birthday, which was last week, I got an Easy Press, Cricut Easy Press. So I made my first shirt, messy bun, and get things done. And the last time I wore this shirt, I got so much done. So messy bun, I'm trying to trick myself to get some stuff done by wearing my shirt and doing some creative stuff. All over Pinterest is this way to make things look like concrete. So I gave it a try last night before sharing it with you to see if I could pull it off. Sometimes I lose faith in myself. This was this country looking sheep, 3 sheep on top of each other. And I will do a close-up so you can see all the little nooks and crannies. This guy, I think, turned out so well. I was trying to decide whether I wanted to add definition back to the nose and ears like the original, but I think I'm going to keep this the way it is. And I was telling my daughters I was going to sell this, and my firstborn was like, "You can't, because there's 3 of them, oldest, middle, and youngest." And we talked about how the oldest gets to carry some of the weight of the youngest, and the middle one kind of gets to balance a little bit. Anyway, I showed my husband this morning, and he's like, "You can sell that. Why do we need that?" It's like, it's cute. Why do we need any more tchotchkes? We have enough tchotchkes around here. So let me know in the comments below if you have that same issue with your significant other. I think this is precious. There's 3 of them, like my 3 girls. My middle girl has a little lovey that she calls Lammy, so she's obsessed with sheep. Also, I'm not painting this because I think this is so cute. And the irony is my daughter was like, "Look, Mom, that's you." And I'm like, maybe a little truth to that little black sheep. She's cute. All of these things I found at the thrift store. This guy was like $2. So it's a very cheap way to do tchotchkes. Right. Just saying. Now, I am a sucker for pine cones, artichokes, things that you can make little vignettes with. These were $3 a piece. I've already painted this one gray. And I'm going to do a little experiment because there's another way to paint these, and I want to see which one I like better. So I'm going to, this has already been painted gray one time. I'm going to put white wax on this and show you how to do that. But I'm going to paint this guy white and do like a glazing technique over it to bring out the pine cones and try to decide what I like best. Again, the beauty of paint is whichever one I like best. If I want it to be a pair, just repaint the other one. So let's get started. I'm going to grab my white wax and just paint into all the crevices. The point is the wax sticks in the deep parts, so you want to really get it in there. So yesterday, when I was painting these things on a lazy Sunday, while I was waiting for the stuff to dry, I decided to paint a wall in my house. So there's something about me being able to do something creative that makes me do the stuff I've been putting off. So I'm gonna take a paper towel. Now, you gotta figure out where to hold this because fingerprints get on it, so I usually just wait into the last edges after I've done the rest. But I am just wiping off, not pushing too hard because I don't want to take paint off. Which, you see, I'm doing a little bit, but I'm okay with that because it's giving it more dimension. You don't want to let your wax dry. You're just trying to get the high parts so that the low parts are still covered in wax. This is water soluble, so your hands will get sticky when you touch it. But soap and water gets it right off. That looks good. So I'm just gonna go along the bottom. Since I left my hand somewhere to go. And if you get fingerprints on it, just put it on again and wipe it back off. So that's probably what I'm gonna do at the top here. So for this one, I'm just going to use regular paint. I'm not trying to get this paint distressed off. So regular paint would work just fine. And I happen to have my paintbrush sitting here waiting for me, so that's fine using the regular paint. Plus it's cheaper than chalk paint, so may as well. So I'm just going to paint this guy. So I know this brush is a mess. I would never use this on a wall. This is my paint raw wood paint stuff that's all going to be the same color, so it doesn't matter if these edges are like this. And what I'll do is when I clean it, I'll just use scissors and cut off these straight pieces so that it's not as messy. But trust me, like the brushes for painting a wall, you don't mess with my brushes. Those are clean and can paint some perfect lines. This guy needs to dry. So I have to go wash my hands and do some laundry. But I'll be back. Being super productive. So I'm still waiting on paint to dry. I got this piece from Goodwill for $3.99. It was red on the bottom, and I painted it white. And then the top of this was shiny wood. They did like a sealer that I want to say it was semi-gloss. I do not like shiny wood, but I do love this old looking crosshatch. You can still see the saws from when it was planed. So what I did is I just went outside, sanded 2 minutes with an orbital. Sand at the top of this. So now this wood is nice and matte. So what I'm going to do now is, just for the sake, I really don't have a need to seal this. You could get some oils, you could do olive oil. Just bring out the color of the wood, but I feel like that would make this a little darker. So what I'm gonna do is just get some clear wax and brush it on the top. Some of these waxes have different sheens, and I am a satin or flat lover. I do not like shiny. So I'm just gonna brush it on. And this, think of this like you're waxing your car. There's like a little bit of protection. The other option is polyacrylic, which is more like a clear coat of nail polish on the top of your project. So depending on what you're going to use it for is what kind of sealer or top you need. The wax on, and this is clear wax, so there's not like that white to it. And you just rub off the excess and you kind of buff it. It says to wait 24 hours, so 24 hours later, if you see any kind of haze, you just buff it and it has, not shiny, just rubbed in. As you can see, oh, wait. This beautiful piece of wood up here. One of those that you can't pass up. Only husbands understood that. Oh. Do your husbands have the shopping gene? Mine does not. I don't understand it. But I do have one kid that does. The other two do not. My big kid, she will shop all day long. Put some stuff in. Stay tuned for how I style it. Alexa, pause music. So I have to pause my music every time I hit record because I'm jamming out to Dave Matthews Band and I'm not allowed to put that on YouTube. So another suggestion is listen to your music. Feel more like my younger self when I do that, so may as well. It's dry to the touch. One coat. And this is resin. So I'm going to take some clear wax. Not very much. Doesn't have to be all that much. Just pour it in there. Probably didn't do enough, but this is my first time doing this. Are you surprised? I'm going to use this color. It's called Truffle. I like getting these little sizes for when I've never used a color before to see for $1.29 to see if I will use it. And I think this is going to look really good. So I'm going to start small. Just grab a little bit of this. That might be too much. Yes, that's too much. I don't know. Let's add some more wax. Sorry, I'm doing this behind you. So I'm gonna take this. Looks like milk chocolate. So I'm gonna do the same thing I did with the other one. The fun thing about this idea is you can do this with colors too. So you may have like this muted room. My daughter loves turquoise and blues. But man, those colors can clash real fast if you get the wrong shades together. You can do things that are white that hint at those colors, so you still have that neutral idea without being so color heavy. Especially in a bedroom where you want it to be calm, cozy. It's my favorite feeling, in case you didn't know. Feeling cozy. And it's something that I'm striving for in our home. And I think when you have people over and you feel cozy in your home, and they feel cozy in your home. Which is how I came up with the name of this channel. But I wanted to be my own artist and be the curator of my home. Pick the pieces I want to come in, pick the colors, pick the fabrics, and create my own cozy. I would imagine I'm not alone in that. Little handy dandy paper towels. on where it's going. I think they both look great. So that's going to be the trick. Which one am I going to go with? Which one do you like better? So what I'm going to do is do this guy and this guy. This guy's really heavy. He was 99 cents. Goodwill, which Goodwill's not really my favorite place to shop anymore, but sometimes you can tell when someone whose style I like just cleaned house and I'm like, woo, let's see what else she put in here. And this one's $2.99, but I really like the little crown at the top. And I'm a sucker for these tchotchkes. Husband will agree. So what I'm gonna do to do the concrete look, Waverly Mineral, and I'm gonna put you guys on fast forward so I can turn my music back on. Alexa, resume music. I just put this question out on my Facebook and Instagram page, and if you're not following me there, please go to Create Your Own Cozy on both of those platforms and give me a like and a follow and a comment, all those fun things. But so far, this is the winner, and this is the one I like better. My sister-in-law finally wrote back. I was a little worried about her because she is usually pretty fast, but we have decided on this one. So this guy is getting a nice white covering, and what I'm going to do is be very liberal with my paint and sloppy with my brush strokes, and here's why. Because when I put the next layer on, that's when the wax is gonna kind of get into all those little grooves and make it look way more interesting and look like it's made out of a different material other than this resin. So this guy's gonna have a new home and a new life, and I'm kind of excited. I hope it looks good. As good as it does in my head. Because in my head it looks good. Especially, we were a baseball family growing up. The younger brother right under me, I have two brothers. The one that is the closest in age to me, he used to practice pitching and I would be his all-time catcher. And that's why this guy who is a pitcher and ready to go stood out to me, and if it meant a lot to me just being a sister, I cannot imagine what it would mean to his wife. let's be honest. The boys and my brother are probably like, oh, okay, that's cool. My sister-in-law, who is my close friend all the way in Texas, would appreciate that I am taking a very boy-heavy life, baseball, sports, 2 sons and a husband, and make some home decor out of it. This guy's gonna need more than one coat. Off to more laundry. Tchotchkes. Brett, do you know how to spell tchotchkes? Yes, it is. Come on.
Hey Siri, how do you spell the word tchotchkes?
You know how to spell everything.
Tchotchkes. T-C-H-O-T-C-H-K-E-S.
Tchotchkes.
A small object that is decorative rather than strictly functional. Trinket.
That's the opposite of your family. Only get
Pretty
the
girl or woman.
a pretty girl or woman is called a tchotchke?
Mm-hmm.
No.
She's there for decorative purposes, strictly.
No. I reject that meaning. However, if you're gonna do tchotchkes, do them when they cost $2.99 a piece. Know what I'm saying?
Here you
Told you it was a word.
You were right.
I finally found something you didn't know how to spell.
Did you know it started with a T?
No. I don't think anyone on this planet would think it would start with a T. So if you were gonna search fixing up tchotchkes on Pinterest, not one person would start it with a T.